today I'm going to talk a bit about my routine, generally speaking, how I go about things, and then specifically about my daily trading routine. So normally I'm just a regular family man. I have 3 kids. That means I have to keep in mind that there are certain cycles like Christmas, school holidays, and so on. So it doesn't really throw me off at all to meticulously plan things out. Thank God I've already reached a wonderful stage where when I go on a well-deserved vacation or spend quality time with my beloved kids, I genuinely don't see it as wasted money or feel like I'm missing out on potential earnings during that precious time. And I certainly don't experience any kind of significant FOMO. Yeah, so thank God I used to have those periods, but today, thankfully, I don't have them anymore. So that's just the first thing. That's from the perspective of the whole year, how things are going. So it's the holidays and we're going on vacation. Like, it's not a problem, it's not stressful, and it's not even a burden for me. Like, I don't have to constantly be thinking, oh my God, this was about to happen and I'm probably going to miss this opportunity. And now it's going to hit some resistance or some support. Not at all. Just a clear mind. Kids, laughter, fun, drinks, fun. Yeah, I have it completely. I have it separated, just like the Christmas holidays. Even though I actually work quite a lot during the Christmas holidays, there are several days when I just don't open my computer at all. Just not at all. It just doesn't. Those thoughts don't even come to me. Not the bad ones, not the good ones, just not at all. I have completely different interests than trading itself. Even things like FOMO. I don't have anything like that, thank God. So that's the outlook for the global sort of year. And so how does it go during the week? If I narrow down the time frame a bit, the weekly routine is usually when I need to take care of something, go somewhere, pick something up, sign something, and so on. All that administrative stuff, the office work, I try to plan it either for Monday or Friday. Yeah, on Mondays, the markets usually just start moving in a certain direction. And I try to follow that trend, that direction. That means I mostly look to see if anything happened over the weekend that could have disrupted the trend, and I just observe. But if the situation is clear and looks good, I'll take it. I have no problem with that. But because I'm usually just getting my bearings on Monday, I either plan for Monday or for Friday. And Friday again is because I usually don't want to be in a trade over the weekend. And since I never know in advance whether I'll be out of the trade in an hour or in a week, I never know that ahead of time. The way the charts develop gives you a bit of an idea about volatility in these things. So you can kind of predict whether the trade will last a long time. Or if I take a trade from a higher time frame like H4, I expect that the trade won't last just 2 hours, but could last several days. And those are the situations where on Fridays, I get the feeling that profits are being taken and the market isn't really moving in the direction I'd like it to. So that means I don't really look for opportunities on Fridays either. Again, if there's a clear, good opportunity, I have no problem taking it as usual. But if I have to keep planning and planning, it's important to have your own time and money management. Time management is very important for me personally. Yeah, I don't think it's directly for trading itself, but for the trader, it's also important to be able to plan these things. So I plan them for Monday or Friday if I need to take care of something, say with the kids, and I try not to mix it into Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. I just try to be at the charts then to get the most out of them. Whatever can be done, like marking things on the charts, drawing, planning, focusing on trading, sometimes backtesting, something really just dedicating myself to trading as such in Monday or Friday, or both Monday and Friday are the days when I focus on things outside of trading. So when it's typical Tuesday, I'm not exactly a morning person. It's not like I have my eyes open at 6 o'clock, already excited to get to the charts. I'm a night owl, so I tend to sleep in. I function better in the evenings, and in the morning, I just need to catch up on that sleep time. So I usually get to the charts between 9 and 10 o'clock. Between 9 and 10 is the usual time when I sit down at the charts, look at what happened overnight or over the weekend, and check things out. I sketch out the possible situations, the ones that are likely, the ones I should watch out for and wait for, and I start planning how the scenario might develop. A lot of things actually play out. So I evaluate whether I saw it correctly, and from that point on, I basically live with those charts. There are situations that's nothing unusual when I just sit there for an hour looking at the charts. I plan some things, and basically I don't see any potential opportunity worth preparing for. That means I don't see any swings there, nor does it look like any breakout is about to happen or anything like that. So in those cases, I basically just close the platform, sit at the computer, do emails, take care of banking and other things. But I don't focus directly on the charts. I finish what I have in progress, then check to see if anything has changed impulsively. I check the red news, if there are any, what's coming up that week, whether I missed something or not. I review some things in retrospect, and that's usually how it goes until about 5 o'clock, right? That means either I'm already waiting according to the plan, or sometimes I even set an alarm so I don't completely forget about it. If I have a lot going on that day, I just set a reminder on my phone to check the charts and the UR JPY at 3 o'clock. And I simply look at the euro as I had planned, because maybe there was some kind of breakout and I'm waiting those 4 or 5 hours for at least some pullback to happen, or to see if it comes back with a false break. So I set a reminder so I don't forget to check this currency pair. My phone beeps, I take a look, and if needed, I place a pending order in case it didn't get messed up. That means, again, I might set another reminder for 2 hours later to check if I can take advantage of that false breakout. Yeah. And so on and so forth. So basically, I work until around 5 o'clock. At 5 o'clock, I look at it and say, okay, that's enough for today. And I have no problem walking away from the charts. I don't look at them again for the rest of the day. It doesn't matter whether I'm in a trade or not. It's true that sometimes, though not always, even like when I'm spending time with my family or we're watching a movie or a series, I check my phone to see how the trade is doing. But it's not like I'm really watching it closely, stalking it, or that I just can't take my eyes off it. It's more just to see how it's doing, whether the prediction is coming true or not. It's more like that. There were times when I watched the trade from start to finish, and I was mentally, I would go down to lower and lower time frames. And there I would literally watch every move, every candle, every swing. I don't do that anymore these days, because I know it's not important, and that it just wears me down mentally to watch those lower time frames. On those lower time frames, it can really mess with your head. A lot of ghosts get into your mind, which when you look at the market on the 1 hour or 4 hour chart, you don't even notice that something like the M5 or M1 was scaring you. I don't do it anymore. It's unnecessary. And for me, watching those lower time frames is mentally exhausting. So I hardly ever look at them now. So that's pretty much my routine, my standard routine. There's really nothing more to it. There were times, as I mentioned, when I even used to scalp. Yeah, that means I used to trade for an hour or two intensively every day, where I would literally take a bunch of trades, closing, opening, closing, opening. After 2 or 3 hours of that, I would be completely wiped out. I don't do that anymore these days. Now, for me, I'm not saying you can't make decent money there, but afterwards I was really irritable with everyone around me. I was completely drained. I was like a ticking time bomb, ready to go off at the slightest thing. So that's something I don't do anymore these days. Now I have a calmer approach to trading. And I believe that maybe in 10 years, I'll move from H1 to H4 and then maybe to daily. And I'll just trade daily charts. Is it possible you'll see me there in 10 years? It's possible you won't. For now, I still trust my favorite breakout strategy. So a breakout, that's my thing. That's my bread and butter. It's possible that later on, it'll just be about checking once a day. Maybe not even that. Maybe yes. Just checking once a day to see what kind of candle formed, what the daily candle looks like, whether something is setting up or not. It's possible. Anyway, right now, as for my current schedule, my time planner, here's where I stand.